Good evening. Captain Dave here with another edition of Once Upon a Mishap, where the stories are real and the puns are bad. You know, with the end of the 101 critical days of summer, it doesn't mean that the hazards go away too. And unfortunately, our sailors, Marines, and civilian employees still find ways to hurt themselves during the fall season. So tonight, we present the slips and trips of fall. Our first story is called Chunkin' Pumpkins. And just when we thought we'd seen all the potential fall seasonal hazards, enter the pumpkin toss. A sailor was enjoying the local pumpkin patch festivities, and while participating in the pumpkin toss, he strained his back, requiring a trip to the ER. Now, the report doesn't indicate the sailor's final standings in the event, but we hope that despite this pain and 2 days in the hospital, that he still managed to have a gourd time. Our next story is titled Fiddler on the Roof. A Marine's home's gutters needed de-leafing, and rather than doing said leaf removal from the ladder, he opted to perform the task from the roof. And because you're reading about it here, yes, he fell off the roof. The report doesn't indicate how long the Marine spent on light duty, but we're pretty sure that it was long enough to consider his choice to work from the roof rather than the ladder. And maybe he had some time to web search for those gadgets that help you clean the gutters without standing on the roof or on a ladder. Either way, we're thankful that he wasn't hurt worse. Fall fatalities can happen from heights less than 10 feet. Ladder also is probably a safer method. This next story is titled, You Light Up My Life. A sailor was smoking a Thanksgiving turkey using a propane smoker. And at some point during the smoking, the flame went out. And when the sailor went to reignite it, without allowing the built-up gas to dissipate, the ensuing whoof caused second-degree burns to the sailor's face and additional first-degree burns. Now, we're not sure how the turkey turned out, but the sailor probably didn't much care at that point. I mean, we know we wouldn't if we were in that kind of pain. Be careful around your propane. Our final story is entitled, Send in the Clown. From the We Can't Make This Stuff Up locker, our final story is like a scene straight out of a 1980s B-rated horror flick. A sailor was at a get-together the night before Halloween, and another attendee in a clown costume scared the sailor, and he ran into the woods behind the residence with the clown chasing behind him. While running away, the sailor, ran into a log that was at knee level and then hit the ground. He received a contusion above his knee and abrasions on his elbows. Doctors later diagnosed him with ligament and muscle tears. Now, the pain and physical therapy and 30 days of light duty are a high price to pay to find out that you're cholerophobic. That's hard to say. But it's an irrational fear of clowns. And if a clown is chasing you, by the way, don't run into the woods. That's what they want you to do. That's all for tonight. As always, you can find the full lesson learned and more products to help you stay safe during the fall on our website here. I'm Captain Dave from the Naval Safety Center. Good night, and remember, let's be careful out there. And what's with pumpkin spice? I mean, pumpkins are squash anyway, right? So, what would acorn squash spice be called? I don't know. Just lately, I've been thinking about it a lot, Tay.